I'm pleased to be with Scott Johnson, who is the Transportation Security Administration's Federal Security Director at Washington Dulles International Airport. Scott is here representing approximately 750 transportation security officers, regulatory inspectors, K-9 handlers, explosive technicians, and administrative staff. And I'm here to present Scott and the Dulles TSA team with the Committee for Dulles Tower of Dulles Award. The Tower of Dulles Award is given for meritorious service, providing for the betterment of Washington Dulles International Airport and the Dulles Economic Corridor. This is the highest recognition offered by the Committee for Dulles. Given the most difficult year caused by the pandemic, the Committee for Dulles could not think of an individual or group or entity more deserving of this award than the 750 individuals that make up the TSA team at Dulles Airport. The passenger experience with TSA usually becomes the face for all of Dulles. TSA officers and staff are trained to give passengers the best experience possible so that all of the Dulles community can benefit. Because of COVID-19, it's been a very difficult year at Dulles International Airport. Through it all, the Dulles TSA team remained steadfast, accepting potential risk in order to protect the traveling public and facilitate essential travel. As a side note to the team's regular duties, at the beginning of the crisis, many other workers at the airport began to either be furloughed, laid off, or have their hours greatly reduced. When that happened, the TSA team stepped up and established a temporary food pantry at Dulles to serve those in need. Many benefited from that generosity. Scott, on behalf of the Committee for Dulles, it gives me great pleasure to present to you a 2020 Tower of Dulles Award.
Thank you very much. Well, thank you very much for the award. You hit some key spots on your presentation that I think is important. 750 individuals make up my team at Dulles. Those individuals receive the generosity of this airport, the airlines, the concessions, about 2 years ago when we went into furlough. I think it was only appropriate now that we are working every day and many of our airline and airport employees aren't. We felt it was important that we step forward and support them. The team is unique. When I talk about 750, it is one big family. COVID hit hard, obviously, from 35,000 people a day being screened to 5,000 people being screened. But it doesn't really matter. Those 750, their mission is number one, the security of every passenger here. So when you add the security, you add COVID, you add everything associated with the current 2020 that we're in, I'm very proud of the team and extremely proud that on behalf of those individuals, I received this award for them. So thank you very much.
The Committee for Dulles is made up of over 70 businesses, nonprofits, and individuals who collectively come together to support the committee mission to support and promote the growth of Dulles International Airport and the business community and its surrounding environs. The Committee for Dulles has been around since 1966 and has only kept going through these many years because of the wonderful work of many of its members who step up to the plate to volunteer their time and talents. As its president, I get to see that work close up, and I'm very appreciative of how members support the committee. To To recognize members who provide outstanding work, the Hal Launders Award was created back in 1991. The Hal Launders Award is given to a member or members who make the most significant contribution towards the achievement of the committee's goals. This award is named after Hal Launders, who was a founding member, a past president of the Committee for Dulles, and an active promoter of Dulles Airport and related airport activity. This year, the Committee for Dulles is pleased to present the Hal Launders Award to Dick DeiTos. Dick has been an active member of the Committee for Dulles since 1989. He's a member of the Board of Directors and serves on the Aviation and Airport Activities Committee. He has been a tremendous help to the organization. The chair of the Aviation and Airport Activities Committee, Georgia Grave, says, Dick has always worked diligently in the background to support and strengthen CFD. Without Dick, this committee would not have the great reputation for connecting people, and that goes on at Dulles every day. Dick is the executive director of the Metropolitan Washington Airlines Committee, which he helped establish in 1988. He represents all the domestic and international carriers with MWA with respect to the day-to-day operations of both Dulles and at Reagan Airport. His nearly 4 decades in the airline industry has been a tremendous value to us, and he has helped the Committee for Dulles stay on track of its mission. Dick, on behalf of the Committee for Dulles, I'm pleased to present to you the Hal Launders Award. Thank you for all you do in support of the committee.
Thank you, Jack. I appreciate it. Thank you again, Jack, to you and all the members of the Committee for Dulles for this very prestigious award, named after one of our founders, as you mentioned, of the committee, Hal Launders, who I had the pleasure to meet over 30 years ago when I first got roped into the Committee for Dulles by our dear friend Mary Waters. I've had the pleasure of working with this fine group of people over that time, and I think the one thing I've enjoyed the most, particularly through the Airport Activities Committee, is sort of imparting on others the joy of aviation that I have and behind the scenes at Dulles Airport, which most people don't get to see. So I really look forward to continuing the participation with the committee, and thank you very, very much for this prestigious award.
John, as president for the Committee for Dulles, I thank you for your support of the committee and for your service and leadership as a member of our board of directors. You have always helped to make us a better organization and keep our mission on track. I want to thank you for your service to the Dulles community. I cannot think of a more appropriate person to receive the David Edwards Community Service Award than you. Like Dave, you've been a leader in our Northern Virginia community for decades. During and after your service to our country in the world's finest Air Force. My first memory of you is when I heard you speak about the 3 C's, commerce, community, and communication a few years back. It is that middle C, community, that we want to recognize today. The most recent instance demonstrating your leadership and dedication to our community happened this past spring during the COVID-19 pandemic. You mobilized the Dulles Regional Chamber of Commerce in partnership with America's Charities to establish the Dulles Regional Charitable Fund. You worked with 2 local companies, Terra Site Constructors and Main Street Bank, to kickstart and provide some seed money to create the fund that addresses the immediate needs of individuals and families in the local community who are struggling to meet basic needs due to the impact of COVID. The fund you helped create empowers our local nonprofit organizations to serve those in need by garnering donations from businesses and individuals. John, it is my privilege to present you with the David Edwards Community Service Award for your tireless efforts to help our Dulles community be a better place to live, work, and prosper. Now, John couldn't be with us today, but he will follow up with these following remarks.
Thank you, Jack, and thank you to the Committee for Dulles and the Executive Committee for this honor. You know, when this award was originally announced, I got dozens of emails from folks to remind me what a great guy Dave was, and what a wonderful way for the Committee for Dulles to recognize Dave's memory in order to create this award. And I'm truly humbled to be among the awardees and to have my name recognized along with Dave's on this trophy. It kind of reminds me of a quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson, where he talks about it's not what's behind us or in front of us, but it's what's within us. And truly, the Committee for Dulles and the Dulles region is within me. And I just wanted to again say thank you for the opportunity, and thank you for creating this memorial award for Dave and all the great works that he did. Thank you.